Hey everybody, Zombie Soundwave here, and today I just want to make a quick video about REDSEC. I've been playing it, for the last 24 hours, like in there a few times, and I've streamed it like 3 times on my channel. So if you want to go over and check it out, that's twitch.tv/Zombie Soundwave, and you can watch, my previous streams. They're all up still on, a VOD, so go check those out. But I just wanted to talk really quick about how REDSEC's performing. I'm a little concerned that it's not doing super well. I've noticed that a lot of the times that I get on, and less today in the afternoon, and less yesterday, obviously, when it first launched, but this morning especially, I was having a lot of trouble getting matches to populate. Like, it was taking, a good few minutes for matches to get, going. And even this afternoon, I felt like it was still pretty slow. It was a lot faster than it was this morning, but it was definitely noticeable that, these matches weren't populating very fast. And so I just kind of wanted to talk, about, what this means, what could be going on, and just a few different factors like that. So hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you want more information on Battlefield and REDSEC like this and other gaming, and leave a comment on, if you're enjoying REDSEC, if you think I'm correct in any of these assessments, anything like that. But let's jump into this video and just kind of talk about it. So one of the big indicators of this for me is actually the Steam count. If we go over to the Steam count, they're resting at like 500,000 concurrent players usually. It might be lower at this point. I don't really know. I need to go over and actually check for this video. But I'm a little concerned about that because when the game first launched, it was up to 700,000 players. It was like just shy of 750,000 players, I believe. And if we use that as kind of a baseline for the paid version of, the game on Steam, the fact that they're not even reaching that when the game is free to play and, has a whole new brand new feature, like it's not like this game just launched to free to play, even this is a whole new game mode and it's free to play. So this should be bringing some of the people who purchased the game and new people to the game, and for it to, be performing not even at the, place where the game was when the game launched as a paid version of the game, seems a little concerning to me. Again, I don't know how much to read into this. I don't know if, maybe it's doing better on consoles. Maybe there's more of a Battle Royale audience on consoles. I don't know. Maybe a lot of the people on PC are purists and they just want to play standard Battlefield. I'm not really sure what the case is there. But I am a bit concerned about, the future of this mode with those knowledge points. Like, I just think it's a little weird that, the game isn't doing better. And I'm seeing even on the console side that I think the population is lower than what I kind of thought it would be 2 days in. I mean, we're not even really 2 days in. We're really still probably more closer to 24 hours in as of the time of me recording this. But yeah, I'm just not sure what the issue is there. Like, maybe this just isn't what Battlefield fans wanted. Maybe this mode isn't as appealing as I think it is. Like, personally, I'm really enjoying REDSEC. I think it's a pretty, good Battle Royale. I think it's a nice return to a more standard Battle Royale. I know it still has loadouts and stuff, but obviously the loadouts are less vital in the game, and they seem to be more random, unless I'm not misunderstanding something and there is a way to call in loadouts. I haven't figured that out still, but it seems like things are a lot more typical Battle Royale. It's slower paced. It just feels a little bit more like early Warzone to me. And I think that's something that should probably be appealing to a lot of players, especially of the Battle Royale genre. Like, I just don't know. I really don't know what is keeping people from playing, potentially. And again, I could be wrong about, the player count. Maybe the player counts are way higher than I think they are. Maybe the game is doing very well. Maybe EA is very happy. Now, something that makes me think EA probably isn't happy is their previous CEO actually said that he wanted this game to reach 100 million players during its first month or whatever. And that was just an unrealistic goal anyway. Like, he's chasing Warzone in 2020 when there was a lot going on in the world and people were stuck at home, and Warzone was such a moment. Like, that was such a thing. Like, so many people were playing Warzone at the time. Like, that's just not an obtainable goal with all of those factors considered. So I tend to think EA probably is either not happy with the performance of REDSEC, or they're probably like just happy with it. I don't think it's probably hitting the goals that they have set. Now, we can have a bigger discussion about how those aren't probably realistic goals anyway. Those goals probably needed to come down some, at least. But yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if this is, are you all seeing this? Is this just me? Am I just in a low like ping area where like maybe people aren't playing as much on the ping that I'm playing, or in the part of the world I'm in? I don't know. I'm just not sure what's going on. It really seems like there are some factors that are making me just a little concerned about its performance. And I'm not trying to be like doom or gloom. I'm not trying to like be like, this game's dead. Like, it's already dead. I don't think that. I think the game has enough players that it's not already dead. I don't even necessarily think this game's dying or gonna die ever. It might be fine. It might have, a big enough player count that, they can warrant keeping it around. That's perfectly fine. I just think it's a little weird. I think it's, and like, just to go back to Steam for a minute, even today, it's getting like pretty review bombed on Steam by people who are not happy that you have to play the Battle Royale to get, Battle Pass points or challenges or something like that. I don't exactly remember what specifically it was, but I think it may have been challenges. So, I mean, obviously there's a crowd on PC that does not want to touch the Battle Royale or doesn't want to touch the Battle Royale nearly as much as EA probably wants them to. So I do think that there are factors here. I do think that EA, they have an uphill battle when it comes to what they are going to do here. I think there's definitely players that don't want to play the Battle Royale. I think there are probably people that just don't want to play Battle Royales, period, like, anymore. Because, Warzone was such a thing, PUBG was such a thing, Fortnite was such a thing. I just don't think that, I think there are people that have moved past the Battle Royale genre, which is fair. I think moving past the Battle Royale genre is something that is completely fair at this point. I think there are people that are definitely tired of it. And I even thought it was a little surprising when Battlefield said that their next thing was Battle Royale. I really kind of thought that they would take a stab at Extraction, or they would try to come up with their own, new mode for a free-to-play game, or just make Battlefield free-to-play. I don't know. I just thought that there would be something different there. I really thought that they would, take a different direction, because I felt like Battle Royale was kind of going out the door anyway. It seems like a lot of Battle Royales are shifting. Fortnite is shifting to more of the, user-generated content. Call of Duty seems to be doing something. Maybe DMZ is going to be the future of Call of Duty. Maybe they're going to try to do Extraction and something else. Maybe they're going to try to evolve Battle Royale to be bigger. It seems like they're kind of playing with things with like in-game too, where in-game is going to be, kind of a like ever-played campaign. Like, you can just keep playing it. I don't know. It seems like they're really trying some different things. So I'm just kind of not convinced that Battle Royale was always the smartest choice anyway, like for EA and Battlefield. But, it is what it is, and now we're seeing what's going to happen with it. And maybe people lose interest very fast on this game, and maybe it does die. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not here to doom and gloom. I'm not here to say it's going to do that. I'm not convinced it's going to anyway, even in my personal opinion. But I do think it's weird, and I do think that, really it's the Steam count. The Steam count's the thing that's really bothering me on this more than just about anything, is the fact that it didn't even hit the same level that it did when it was a paid game as it did when it went free to play with a whole brand new mode. Like, that's the thing that's what's making me wonder. Like, I'd love to see the console numbers. I'd love to see everything and really be able to break it down, but unfortunately we don't have access to that. And again, I want to walk away from this video very much saying, like, I don't want people, like, screaming in the comments, like, dude, you think this game's dying already or something like that. I don't. I don't think it's anything that serious for Battlefield. I just, I am curious, and I would like to know more about, like, the numbers on every platform, and does Origin still exist, or is that EA Access now, or is that just gone? Do they have a web or a launcher anymore? I'm not sure. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about REDSEC, if you're enjoying it, if you think that, it's not as successful either, if you think I'm wrong, whatever you think, let me know in the comments. Make sure you go over and follow me on Twitch. That's, again, twitch.tv/zombiesoundwave. I'm going to be on there streaming every day this week, most likely. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.